Hello, hello, hello. Thank you guys for joining me today. It is so good to see you guys. Let me make sure you guys can hear me. Let me remove this banner and we are going to get to it. Yes, you can hear me. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys for showing up. If you can hit the like button on your way in. Hey, Barn Dog. Hey, Angie Dickerson. Hey, Blackberry Molasses. Six, thank you for being here. King Coys, thank you for being here. Fedora, Sandra, thank you for being here. And Big Set, thank you for being here. Okay, if you guys would bear with me, oh, that's okay. So, what we're going to talk about, peace and multiple blessings to you as well, Big Set. I love that saying. Okay, happy Saturday, Fedora. Okay, so let's get to it. Okay, so I was over at well, no, let me start from the beginning. Last night, if you guys didn't watch Holes with Heart, it was a great show. They came on last night and was quite entertaining, had good conversation, good discussion, and was really speaking some facts to what's going on in the beef sector right about now. Okay, so here's my position. Uh, I cannot continue to pretend like I don't see ignorant people doing ignorant things in the beef sector and propping up ignorance to be shown and displayed as entertainment here on the beef sector. Hey, kind to me, how are you? Good to see you. So, last night on Host with Heart, I did discuss this on my last live as well. Hey, let me see what you're saying. Really like Host with Heart. So, right before they ended, some toothless, delusional chick dropped some videos where she had been recording different things going on in her life, uh, as far as her being combative and just out of her mind crazy with the staff at her where she lives. I won't call it an apartment building. It is some type of transitional living home. It's not an apartment. It's a transitional living facility that actually have case managers and things like that. And while and see, you can't really say she's on Section 8 because she's not living in Section 8 housing. So when people told her she was on Section 8, she did have a reason to deny that because she is in transitional living, coming from a homeless shelter into transitional living where they supply her with different social workers, different clothing, different psychiatric care, which obviously she's denying, and she is exposing all this conversation with the staff and security at this building. She is just as combative in real life as she is on YouTube, to the point where she's so interested in fussing and fighting with the security person and recording them that her child fell out of one of those shopping carts, the upright ones that you pull behind yourselves, because she's so busy being combative with her. Hey, Sheila E, how are you doing? Toya Abstract, wasn't that interesting? The conversation surrounding this that happened over on Official D Spots and the let me play devil's advocate BS of it all. Child, she's on nest with her delusions and being coddled as usual. It's ridiculous. The truth is the truth, and they need to tell her the truth. Well, no, Blackberry Molasses, no, Bree wanted to play devil's advocate to the bullshit, and she's one of the main ones who prop her up as entertainment. See, because they find that it is entertainment. The child be damned. What you drinking? Knowing whatever they know. What are you drinking? That's the most thing that they want to know about her. When they hear that child in the background during school hours, 2 and 3 and 4 times a week, they say absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And that's why she make it such a big deal on the few days that she does send the child to school, that she's sending the child to school. Because it's like ignored. We're supposed to act like we do not see this. Okay. Okay, let me see. Hey, CA, how you doing? Meow meow. She just said it. She just said it's Section 8. No, it's not Section 8. It's transitional living. That's what it is. It's um what do they call them? A SRO. She well basically a SRO, but she does have one bedroom, so single room occupancy. That's like a studio. She does have one room, and she is the one who put these things up. So we're going to discuss it. We're going to discuss what she put up for fodder on the YouTube streets. Thank you for hitting the like button. Let me see what footsteps. Hey, footsteps. Okay. Enabling isn't healthy, and that is all that has been done. It has been going on for the lack of not running your own show, not running a panel, so you can get a tag dog to say idiotic things to people who you don't like. You can get somebody to come up here and feign and waste the viewer's time with all these fantasies and delusions so you can go take a bath. Usually people bathe and do things that they're going to do to start their day before they start their YouTube channel. But maybe that's not a thing for everybody when they know they can have somebody who will just talk incessantly, nonstop until you come back to your channel. So there's that. Let's be clear on what we have been sitting up watching mindlessly and endlessly as put on as content. This is content. They're making content. Ciao, bye. Okay. Okay, let me say one thing. I have a question for myself. Do I have any mods in the building? Do I have any mods in the building? Okay. Okay. Let me see. Okay. They have selected hearing, but let it be someone that they don't like. Grace is never given. The fuck out of here. Exactly. I definitely agree. Hey, UNC girl. Good to see you. UNC girl, can you go in and unmod Face Yaya for me, please? I just got on, so they're coddling her over those videos she's uploaded. Exactly. Yes, she is. Okay. Hey, under new management, how you doing? Okay, so what else is going on? Now we get to see that the beef sector has been called for calling ACS out or Child Protective Service out because she has gotten busted hitting that child, verbally abusing that child. It has been lied and said that the beef sector was the one who got a case open. The lie was also said that's why I don't have any case, and you guys called the people out on me and there was no case, so you guys are mad. Yeah, there are plenty of cases. We see a social worker show up to the place and asks to see the child, and she refuses at first to show the child. Well, I'm going to show you on my video camera and you're going to have to see her. Didn't you just see her when you walked in? The child is in the room jumping in the bed all willy-nilly and has no light in the room. Well, you're not gonna be able to see her good because there's no light in the room, and all she has is a night light. Now she sits up and begs for money for food challenges. She sits up and talk about the weed she's smoking. She sits up and talk about and take pictures of all this cheap Parmesan alcohol she's drinking. But her daughter, you can get a lamp at IKEA for under $5. Her has absolutely no light in her bedroom. Okay, so when she does bring the child out, the social worker wants to take a picture of her back. Oh well, yeah, that back, that thing on her back, that happened a while ago. The social worker came out to take pictures of her child and to see if there was bruising. And at first she goes, "Oh, there's nothing wrong. Well, that thing on her back, that's from something." And then she said, the social worker goes, "Well, what about her forehead?" And well, the thing on her forehead, she hit her head. That's old. But you can see it's not old. It's not healed. And she had that months ago, but she keeps hitting her head. And the school called me because she keeps hitting her head, and it won't heal. It won't get a scab. It won't heal. Yeah, that's what skin does. Skin heals. That is the function of skin, is to regenerate itself even when it's not bruised. So skin heals. If nothing else, skin heals because skin rejuvenates itself and sloughs off on a daily basis. That's the function of skin, other than to hold your liquids and your body parts in. Skin heals. Skin grows in layers and heals. So you got these doofuses over there. Well, she said, science says that skin heals. Okay, so how you doing? Hey Ari, how you doing? Let me see what Blackberry's saying. Hey Miss Toby, how you doing? No, Yaya is over on the official D spot, and yeah, do what you would like, but I need mods to mod. That's what I need. Hey Voodoo, how you doing? Hey Miss Ray, how you doing? Let me see what else. Shantae. It's the drag is in this. Let me no, I no, thank you, Miss Toby, I appreciate that, but I got one mod here. Yeah, I'm looking for some mods who's going to show up while instead of showing up on everybody else's, sitting on everybody else's panels. I need people who are going to show up, and that's just that. Um so my God, I couldn't watch anything like that. I'm sorry. It was a lot. It was a whole lot. And then the simple fact that, for months on end, this shit has been tossed in grown people, adult people who are not ignorant people who are not sitting up to use this situation as fodder. And then now all of a sudden, I can't tell her what to do. I don't have no kids. You don't have a whole lot of shit. You tell grown women with life experiences something that you don't have, what to do all the time, and who they are and what they are not all the time. But now all of a sudden you can't tell a person to get off YouTube. You cannot give a person a platform. You cannot tell a person, hey, your child has been in the tub while you sitting up here laughing and lying on YouTube with people. You give them the outlet to do these things. So get the fuck out of my face with this dumb shit and this devil's advocate shit for an abusive parent who has in the past already had her two children taken away, but now all of a sudden motherfuckers can't tell nobody what to do. I can't, I'm not this, I'm not that. Well, if you're not this and you're not that, why would you sit up and say, well, I work with adult people, and we were told not to interrupt them, as this child is jumping up and down in the bed wildly, right, like official D spot says, right in front of a window in New York City. Okay, so now all of a sudden you want to compare a 3-year-old to an adult, but you're not a professional. You work with adult people with mental disabilities, but surely you have not been anything other than an aid. You have not been any type of therapeutic resource for them because you're uneducated. So let's talk about that. So don't nobody needs to hear what no adult babysitter has to say about the therapeutic importance of looking out for a 3-year-old and comparing them to a developmentally disabled adult. Cut the fucking crap. Cut the bullshit. It's the bullshit for me. All to say, all to prevent from saying, you know what? Maybe it's not a good idea for me to, well, she can do what she wants to, but all of this to not admit the fact that this person sitting up on YouTube, given platforms to spew her dysfunction and her insanity, was given by you. You gave her all this time and opportunity. Hey, the Bushes, how you doing? Hey, Bird, how you doing? Hey, Rum Proud Grandma, how you doing? Let me see. I missed something. What's the kicker was? What the kicker was is when that lady said she was sneaking men in, and they said they have it on camera. Yeah, that was it. And the other kicker was my her baby, her father doesn't live with me, and because he has his own place, because I would only deal with someone who has their own place and their own car. The delusions of it all that has been thrust upon you. My man lives with me. He's not here because he's working. He's working. And then she releases this herself. But oh my God. Oh my God. I had said yesterday, I was like, this is a whole waste of time in talking about the dysfunction of it all. This is a whole big waste of time. You're arguing with somebody who is mentally unstable. And see, this is the beef sector. Is this the beef sector? Did you look at the countless hours that this was thrust upon the beef sector? By who? So who is really the crazy ones? The ones that put this up for fodder, or the ones who sit there and watch it and, oh, well, you know what? I like uppity. Oh, well, you know what? I like uppity. That's what you like? Is that what you really like? Is this is what adult people in 2024 have grown a liking to? I mean, really? Really? None of you guys could see the foolishness that was put up for content. They're making content. This is content. But they child bye. I'm gonna drop my link if anybody wanted to come up. It was a lot. It was absolutely a lot. And then if anyone says, hey, no, this is crazy. No, we're going to keep entertaining this. No, we're going to keep entertaining this. No, we will keep entertaining this. No, we're going to keep entertaining bullshit. We're not gonna act like we're smart adults, and we're going to stifle down anyone who is a smart adult, and we're going to keep on feeding you a ignorant mentally deranged motherfucker up here, and we are creating content. It was nice seeing you live last night. What's wrong with Jakara's? She's crazy. Not crazy in a bad way, just crazy. She comes up with some of the people like train wrecks. Okay. Footsteps in the dark. At whose peril, though? Hey, Gummy, thank you for being here. Uppity is lost, and Pisa and Brianna support that hoe. Let me see. Not sneaking men into the monitorized housing. You cannot have random men trampling through a facility like that. And her biggest complaint was the woman downstairs was trying to get, when she saw my man, she was trying to get at my man, and that's when we started having problems. No, you've had problems far before that. I just be praying for those kids. Too much of that mess going on. People not truly caring for and raising them. And see, and the woman at the facility clearly stated that she is not taking advantage of all the help that they need, that they give. And her only help was, I just need my section A, and that's all I need. And that's all I need. No, I don't want anything. When it's clear that she needs mental health, it's clear that she need to see some counseling. They said counseling or a psychiatrist, either or. But I just need my section 8 and I'm good. Okay, ciao, bye. She told us, lovely love, lovely love. Your hair looks very good. She told us he lives with her. No, he does not live with her. Lovely love. If you paid attention, anybody with common sense, no. Well, not. I'm not saying that you don't have any, but it was trying to get pushed upon us like we should entertain this clown, and sitting up saying a man lives with her who is never home, whose house is always junky. No man is living in those conditions with a woman who does not work, who works or does not work. So let's be for real. Exactly, for Bree to always be hollering about God when she's out here doing this kind of mess. God is not pleased with what they are doing. Well, I don't have kids, so I can't say. Ronnie Q, you need to take my kids somewhere. I'll be back. Like, what you mean, 20 years? Oh, I need to take my kids somewhere. I'll be back in 20. Stay on, please. I thought you said you need to take my kids somewhere. I thought you were saying you needed to get away from your kids. Okay, girl, I may be here. I may not be here. I don't know where traffic was directed, but I'm here. And Nikki's here. Hey, Nikki, how you doing? Good to see you. Gummy Bama's here. How you doing? Good to see you. William's here. Mr. Carruthers here. Good to good to see you. How you doing? They got so much heat for William Carruthers, but William Carruthers paying his chick. William Carruthers breaking bread. William Carruthers ain't had Natasha out here faking the funk like she was getting money. Natasha was getting her money from William Carruthers. You best believe. This nonverbal thing, we're gonna quit entertaining that too. But I think that I don't know. I think that the more time she says she's nonverbal, she will be. I think that equates to more money in her pocket, because we have heard that little girl. Okay. She's not nonverbal because we've heard that girl speak. We've heard that girl cuss. She's non work with outside of school, and she does not go to school on a regular basis. In one of the tapes, she had talked about her child being out of school for weeks because allegedly she was transferring the kid out of the school and this, that, and the other. And you also hear her not be in school in the background, which goes totally ignored from the slurs that have her up on the panel to be the clown for their subscribers. So let's be clear that the child is verbal. The child can speak, can curse. She says the things that she hears the most. And so the things that she hears the most is not being read to, is not being worked with, however you need to work with an autistic child. The child is left to her own devices to run around the house and to spaz out and to do whatever she wants to do, as long as she does not interrupt her slur of a mother on YouTube. And then if she does that, she's sickening, and I'm sick of you. So let's be clear. There is definitely that. Let me see what you guys are saying. I was way behind. Hey, Miss Ray, how you doing? I gotta pin the link. Let me pin the link so I don't have to keep asking if anyone wants to come up. You're more than welcome to come up and join the conversation. Okay. Let me pin the link. So, yeah, I just, I really knew exactly how this was going to go. It was going to go to how all conversation goes. We're going to act as if nothing's wrong here. Hey, YouTube camera, how you doing? Okay. Cares more about YouTube and alcohol than she does that child. It's obvious. People entertain and boost her up. Exactly. Fake bonding for content on YouTube. Yes, and see, while you can say that she clearly has mental illness issues, the ones who have propped her up for all this time, at the urging of people to not entertain this, what do they have? They have attention seeking issues. That's what they have. Okay. Then said the child wasn't in school because of how the school was treating her, and that's why her behavior has changed. No, it's because of what she's going through at home, not at school. Okay, that's another thing. She wants to always say that the school is doing something, and then she goes online and says that what's going on at the home is affecting her at school because the school called and said her behavior has changed. See, first the school is a blessing and a curse for her because the school is the one who is reporting the changes in her behavior, and then the school is the problems. See, it's a whole lot of BS going on, and we're gonna get to the bottom of it. Hey, Miss Toby, how you doing?
Hey, good afternoon. How you doing? So look, I didn't find out about um all these videos until my nosy butt went to Lipstick Alley and I saw it that they were talking about it. So anyway, the first thing that I noticed when she was talking, remember she told us that that man lived there. I knew that that man didn't live there. I knew that, but she
Right,
told that woman that that man had his own apartment. Did you hear her tell that woman that?
right,
She told that
right.
man, but now she's on another panel because I don't like telling who's live. But now she's on another panel saying that the man is on a lease. How the hell is that man on a lease and that building is um from my sound of it, it sounds like that it's funded by the government. Am
It
I correct?
is. It
Okay, so
is.
how can he be on a lease if it's funded by the government? She
He's not
literally
on
was
the
on another.
lease.
Yeah, exactly. She literally was on another panel and said that man was on the lease and that he does live there. He does not live there. You told that woman that he has his own apartment. It ain't no way in hell that he's on a lease.
Yeah,
And then she
yeah.
got
Uh,
yeah, and then she
He
and,
can
and
be
from her
on. He can't. He can't be on a lease because she is in transitional living housing. She has a caseworker and everything. She is under some type of government program to be in that housing herself. And even if they were a couple, they would well, I don't know. If they were a couple, maybe they could go in together. I don't know if they would have to be married. Some states you have to be married. But even if they were a couple, he wouldn't be living there like a family unit with her. It's bullshit. It's all bullshit.
yeah, and from okay, and now it's all coming to me because she said that she's been living there since October, correct?
That's what she said.
Okay. Didn't she start coming in the B sector about that time, start hitting links like in October
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
when she got settled in the house? So apparently
Right.
she was in a homeless shelter.
She was in a homeless shelter. The worker said it on when she went down to talk to the worker who had called her. The worker said, "Okay, and you have transitioned here to from the homeless shelter." Yes, she was in a homeless shelter. Grish, this is what I want to say. Hey, chill out. Grish got a docs right because Grish had said that she was in a homeless shelter. Grish did say that, and what do you call it? The manager who okay, so what? Who lives in an apartment where they have social services in the lobby of their building, but someone who is in some type of government program? So
Yeah,
these
or yeah.
you notice when she went to the lobby, she wanted to speak to the program director. Who has a program director in the lobby of their apartment building? She asked
No
to speak to
one.
the program director. This
No
program
one.
director was the one, and that was the one who said that she needed to work with her case manager. She was asking her a million different ways. I need to know, what do you need for us to help you? They have even psychiatrists. She was like, you want therapy? A psychiatrist? No, I don't want anything from you. I already told you. And going around with all this filming of people. And the only thing she is really documenting is her bad behavior. Okay. What do you have to say about that?
Okay, can I ask you a question? What brought on these videos last night? Did something happen while she was on a panel? Did she get cussed out? Did she get triggered? Because sometimes when she gets triggered, she'll start doing erratic stuff. Did she get triggered? Because
Okay.
the last thing I saw last night was Purple Peach cussing the fuck out of her and reading her.
hmm Okay, so you can go to a homeless shelter to get Section 8 faster to avoid the waiting in New York City. Yes, in a lot of places as well. Remember when Tracy's bum boyfriend Noble said that he
Oh
played like he
no.
was homeless because you remember he said I did it for a tactical reason, and I'm like, yeah, he was trying to get some Section 8 quicker, and so then the people who don't go to a homeless shelter who are couch surfing waiting on Section 8 gotta wait longer because you got motherfuckers like them who are taking advantage of the system. But I digress. Okay, so what I wanted to say was the thing about the whole situation and her is that she comes on here, and last night she came on here and then she was on Ness's panel. The ability for her to float from channel to channel to panel, whoever's not on, oh, I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna talk about Bree and Pizarro, and then when they're live I'm gonna go live and then I'm gonna talk about Ness, and then they said, oh well, uppity this, and then she totally dogs them out, and then they have her right back sitting on the panel talking greasy to people who have actual functioning real lives. See, that's the insult in the whole situation. I mean, I'm not personally insulted, but it's just like the insult that they put on for content. So there's that. So then the other part of the situation is last night she was talking shit to Pizarro, and then she got cursed out by Purple Peach, and now it's morning time. So I guess she was it's my I'm gonna say she put it out because she knew that she was going to need some sympathy points and some suck up points. So let me put what I'm going through and how life is hectic. And Brianna actually said, well, she's going through a lot right now. Well, she's going through a lot right now. Who gives a fuck? Everybody's going through a lot right now. You
What is
don't
she
need
going through? What is she going through that, life is, I mean, granted, life is hard, but she's going through a lot right now, but a lot of people don't have the opportunity to have help like she does.
and she's going through a lot right now and turning down a lot of assistance that is offered to her as well.
Oh my,
You see
look what
what I'm
Fran J
saying?
just said. Look what Fran J just said.
She asked case manager for a new caseworker, supervisor, responder. There aren't anymore. You've had all the caseworkers we have. Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, so in other words, she makes it difficult. Like when I listened to her, I said, "Damn, she not only cut people off on YouTube, she was cutting off the conversation with the woman that was talking to her."
Oh, did you see how many times, ma'am? I'm not asking you that. And then these nonsensical questions, these disjointed questions, just to not have the woman give her a direct answer. She don't want what she don't want to hear. Okay, I wish I had the privilege to be a neglectful bee when I'm going through something. Yeah. Yeah, the cutting off of the person, trying to direct the conversation in the direction that she wanted to go. She don't want to hear what she needs to hear. Everything else is fluff. And all this, my daughter, she comes over here and oh, whoa, this is what I really want to talk about. So let's not let's not act like we did not see in one of them videos where they came to take her child away from her. We're not gonna act like we didn't see that. Oh, the plumber shit. See, we're not gonna act like we didn't see a police officer there. We're not like gonna act like we didn't see at least two social workers there, and the security manager from the building, and the alleged plumber. You notice when the plumber came out of there, she would only let the one person in. And see, by right and by law, they have to have a search warrant to go in and take your child if they're going to take the child against your will. So obviously they didn't have that. But all of them people did not come to her place to see if she had a water leak. These two women in winter coats, and the security manager, a police officer, and you see how they did the tactic, tried to block her door jam. And see, she knew her right. See, somebody taught her how to play the game, and she let the one person in, and she did not let anyone else in. It is always good to know your rights, but they came to take that child, and that when that alleged plumber left out of the house, and the first thing that security guard said, "What's going on in there?" And he had his phone up, and he had a picture of her daughter, a full body picture of her daughter standing up there. The first thing, the security guard looked at the picture of the daughter, and what's going on in there? Looked at the picture of her daughter, and then he starts showing that picture of her daughter that he had taken uh, under the ruse of seeing if there was a leak. See, that's what they came there for. So we're not going to pretend like we did not see at least 5 to 6 people come to her door, in my opinion, to take her daughter from her. Did you see that, Toby?
I saw that, and for good and evil said she tried to close the door on the lady, tried to close the door on the lady's leg and the door and stuff. I think,
Yep,
yeah,
yep,
I
the
saw
lady.
it when she was telling them, please don't come in my house. I don't want him in my house, right?
Right.
Okay, yeah, I saw that, and I thought I saw a police officer. I didn't know if it was a security guard or a police officer because I did see the
The
uniform.
the lady in the doorway was the head security of that actual building. The police officer was to the left of the door jam. You saw his body cam and everything. Hey, sassy Medicaid therapist. I was wondering what happened. The two in the bag did look like social workers. Yes, the women in the winter coats did look like social workers. So, hey, Informant Sugar, I said they always want to say you got it wrong, but you definitely got it right on that. You said that she had came from a homeless shelter, and that's exactly where the worker in her building said that she had come there from a homeless shelter. You definitely got it right. So,
Coming from a
the,
coming from a homeless shelter, but yet you brag about getting $1,000 a week.
yes. When was that video shot? I don't know. It's on her page. I didn't. I can't. I don't know. I think I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah. So it's a lot.
Yeah.
Her daughter pays her bills, and she should be spending time and teaching her more. Exactly. Less time on YouTube, more time spending time with her daughter. But no, she definitely won't be doing that.
But now I understand more clearly now because I felt like she just came out of nowhere in the sector. So now when she said, "Oh, I've been living here since October," I was like, "Well, that makes sense then because that's when she started clicking the links and being in the chat a little bit more." I guess because she wasn't at the homeless shelter, she had her own place, and I guess she felt like she had more freedom, so that's why she was in the chats and clicking links and stuff. But let me tell you what else I was disturbed by. I was disturbed by how the fucking place looked.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Now, one more thing. Okay, they have cameras all over the building. You know, she always like, I guess I have cameras. No, you don't have camera. The building has cameras. And apparently there is multiple videos of baby girl roaming the halls by herself. Now, we had heard those allegations, and that's this last case where she said that where she came on saying she had a case, and then she tried to act as if somebody from YouTube called her, and when in fact that was the allegations that somebody had pictures of her daughter roaming the hallways allegedly, and those were the most recent allegations that she tried to put on somebody from YouTube had called CPS on her. So there are cameras all around that building because they're needed. The the worker, not the worker, whatever her name is, whatever
Look
her
what
title
look what
is.
Squirrel Girl just said, and she said she used to be a caseworker.
Okay, in order to be eligible for supporting housing programs, you have to be duly diagnosed with either mental disability or substance abuse issues. That's exactly what I was gonna touch on, because the housing manager. Who she was on the phone with, she said, "Well, you know, I don't think something is right with that girl." This there is you have to have something that you're diagnosed with, whether it's mental illness, whether it's battered women's, whether it's something else. And she said to
Yeah,
live here, you have
she
to
said
have that.
mental. She said mental. I think she said drug or
Substance abuse.
alcohol. Yeah, substance
Hmm.
abuse or and I think she said some people might have a criminal background too that live in that building or whatever. And then
Right.
a day she tried to justify it on somebody else's panel and said it was a mistake because that's not why she was there. That's not why she was told she was there. She didn't meet any of the qualifications to be there. That was a mistake. I don't know what they talking about. No, uppity. I really believe that you're there because I believe. I don't know what anybody else believes, but I do believe that it is somewhat of a mental health disorder, and I think it is somewhat of a substance abuse disorder. I'm not saying drugs, but I really, really do think that she has a drinking problem.
Yeah,
And she
she
said, yeah,
self-medicates.
yeah. She said, I don't have a drinking problem. I just drink. I drink occasionally and stuff. No,
No,
I know plenty of people that are functional alcoholics. Quote unquote functional and drug addicts that
but
go to work every goddamn day.
yeah, but they're still alcoholics. It does
Yeah.
not negate the fact that they're alcoholics. Eat whatever they do. It's not what you do during the day while you're drinking that makes you an alcoholic. It's the fact that you cannot function a day without drinking and do the things you need to do, or just lay on your ass and talk on YouTube all day. That's the only thing she needs to do, and she needs alcohol to do that. Let's not pretend like it's not in her alleged paperwork that she drank like a fish when her other two kids were taken from her. And she still sits up here and profess that she raised her kids. Her kids are in college, sits up and tries to take the credit for the raising of the kids that were taken out of her life. I mean, it's just like I am like totally sick of, this dysfunction and this ignorance being put on grown adult people over here in YouTube. And it is like, let me tell you something. Okay. So I'm going to have this conversation this week because it is like too much real shit going on to be entertained by a bunch of dumb shit. I was up on, I hit
T
Nessa's channel.
velocity.
No,
Oh,
no, no.
okay. I
I
thought
was
you were
up
talking about T
on
velocity.
I was up on Nessa's channel and I hit the link because somebody was up there and they said that they were going to be voting for 45 and they hope that he gets in office and turns around all the bad policies that Biden made. I wish somebody else had ran against Biden. I wish somebody had primary Biden and won. But see, I'm at reality of what our choices are right now. So I went up and I said, well, what the please be specific about the exact policies that you want him to turn over that Biden did that were bad for us. She could not tell me one
One
specific
policy. She
policy.
couldn't tell you one
Now,
policy.
now the fact of the matter is, like, there is so much other important things to talk about right now that is really going to affect us and how we live our lives. And this idiot kept on interjecting, don't know anything how to take care of her personal life, and you're just stealing my talking points, and I said this, and I this, and it doesn't matter who vote because they're gonna put whoever in that they want. And see, just the wasting time of talking about dumb shit. I asked her a simple question: who's your alderman? Who's your state senator? Silence, silence, and that's the only way I was able to get silence in a serious conversation, is to ask her very simple questions that she should know if she wants to take it's just I just cannot continue to argue dumb shit, because it's a lot of important shit that is on the floor right now. Miss Toby, are you still there?
Yeah, I was listening to you. Mm,
Are you
I
did you eat an edible? Did you eat an edible this morning, Miss Toby?
no, I didn't eat an edible first thing in the morning. Ironically,
No, I didn't know how it goes. Shit.
no, I didn't eat an edible. I haven't had an edible in maybe 2 days. I think I might have one tonight. Thank you for reminding me.
Hey, give me good idea, girl. Thank you. I regret ever incurring student loan debt for such a broken system. Yeah,
Girl, girl, you didn't get your loans the taken care of.
forgiven. Yeah, you should really
Yeah,
look
forgiven.
into
My
that.
loans were forgiven.
Yeah, you should really look into that loan
And yeah,
forgiveness.
and if you work for public service, you should see if you qualify for public service also. So that's how I got some of my loans taken care of too, because I work for public service. So look into that too, Sorrel girl.
Yeah, folks get very defensive when called to task to hold uppity accountable. No, nobody's calling, and in factuality, nobody's calling them to hold her into accountability. They're calling them into accountability for themselves. See, I'm not saying that anybody should hold uppity accountable. Uppity has plenty of resources and help and stuff. I'm saying that they need to be accountable for what they call content putting out, and using somebody who is in a weaker mental state than they are for clicks and views and coins to be kicked off of their panels. That's what I'm saying. They need to call themselves accountable, because at this point it's retarded. Okay. Well, for starters, Ronnie Q. Biden can get rid of the crime bill that he structured that completely destabilized black men and families. I definitely agree with you on that.
I agree
But
with you on
now,
that, but
hold on,
but
hold on,
I work for
hold
about for
on,
2 years.
hold on. That was not the question, Wu Child. The statement was that they hope Trump gets in and turn around all the things that Biden did. See, Biden wrote the crime bill, but the House and the Senate passed that crime bill, and that was in 1994. So what we were talking about is turn over all the things that Biden did as the president. I do get your point on that, but that would not be an answer to this question. You understand what I'm saying? And I
Can I add,
definitely agree with you on that.
can I know spam is a troll. No spam. I was not into addiction. You idiot. I'm a retired parole and probation agent, idiot. So that was public service. So I was able to get my student loans forgiven, idiot. Leave me alone, spam.
Things
I'm sorry.
she's saying she said she applied, but she's still waiting on an answer because things keep getting caught up in legislation. And see, that's another thing that they're trying to put roadblocks in front of it, so people can't get it, because they don't want you to have it. They definitely don't want you to have it. and they hoping a new administration will just totally wipe it away. The same thing that they're doing with the immigration. They said that they had a good immigration bill to hire more workers to shore up the borders so all these people won't be coming into our country. But then, as you heard, 45 said, oh, that's not a good bill. Let it die. They had Republican support. And then now that new Speaker of the House will not bring that bill up for a vote because 45 told them, don't put it up for a vote because that's something for him to campaign on. And so you saw all these people tearing down those razor wires over in Texas, running up to the border gate, and they just ran over these National Guards that they had out there, just burst through the gates. So these are the people that they're risking to come into this country that would just run over. And it's like real ironic that a black person who moves their hands, they get shot dead. But then you got people just totally running over the National Guard and absolutely nothing happens to them. I'm not a proponent of violence though, but how is it that you can't move comfortably in your skin when any law enforcement officer is around you? But these people who don't even belong in this country can run over the National Guardsmen to try to further get into this country. And then 45 says, don't sign the bill because that's something for me to campaign upon. And all this money that is going to house them, all this money that is going to feed them. What was it? Chicago said that they are going to, make sure they concentrate on getting them a diet that they are accustomed to. But you are not making sure that the homeless in your own state, the people who are in need in your own state, get any type of diet. So many people are living below the poverty line, don't get any help, don't get any subsidies, can't get anything because they don't have an address. But you're making sure that people who have broken the law to get here gets the type of food that they're accustomed to eating. Are you serious? So go ahead, Ms. Toby.
No, I agree with you. Just like Fran just said, take care of home, but no, they don't want to take care of us first. They take care of everybody else but us.
Yeah. So these see, it's a lot of real shit going on that really needs to be talked about in this climate. And a lot I understand that this is the beef sector, but exactly where is the beef in that shit that's being presented? Where is the beef? It's all hyperbole and bullshit, fake shit, fantasy shit, delusional shit. Where is the beef in that shit? You understand
Well,
what
I
I'm
know.
saying?
Yeah, but Aisha, she was going back talking about uppity, and she was like saying that, well, I thought they were her friends, or at least they were like friendly adjacent, and they should basically hold her accountable. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't even think that they're really her friends. To me, uppity is just content. That's just my opinion.
Okay. Now Wu is saying that Biden equated his white children going to school with black people as being
A
a
racial
racial
jungle.
jungle. A
Jungle.
racial jungle. Are you what are you saying that he was saying that the black kids may go into school like being in a jungle?
I think that's what Wu Child was saying.
Give Cali back to Mexico. Give Texas back to Mexico. Greg
Okay,
Abbott. Now that
look,
when you use go ahead.
I have a question for you then, Wu Child, because it sounds like to me you're not really a Biden fan, and it sounds like to me that you're not going to vote for Biden. So what are you going to do? Are you going to vote? And if so, who are you going to vote for? If you don't mind me asking. You know how this country is. We basically vote for the lesser two evils. So I'm just asking you, what are you going to do?
I don't get the point. Waiting on you, Wu Chow. I mean, because we're at the crossroads right now, and a lot of people like, oh well, everybody, and I've been one of these people who says, every election they said this is the most important election. They have been saying that since Obama's election. But I do feel that we're at a point where things is going to change for a lot of people. They have figured out that if they tell people that they can't go out of their houses, people are not going to go out of their houses. They're not going to go to work. They're not going to do anything. So that mission has been accomplished, that all we have to do is say you can't go out and you're not going to go out. We have this AI that's taking over a whole lot of things. Even people who have created AI have said that it can actually cause 9 out of 10 people to be eliminated from this planet. 9 out of 10 people. It has been stated that this new AI technology can start a global war. So these are the things that people who have created it have pulled
Oh,
out
dear.
and are now speaking. Yes, people who have created the AI have now
Like the
come out and
Terminator.
said, yes, it is
So, like the Terminator. Like the
like it can
Terminator,
start,
Ronnie Q, the Terminator.
right, like it can start operating and not need human input. So there's a lot of dangers going on, and also we a lot of people don't understand. The 45 said that he would like to be dictator for one day, and you have many people in the Congress, in the Senate, who have agreed with him, who said that I don't see a problem with that. I don't see a problem with that. See, the problem with that is if he's dictator for one day, he can ratify the Constitution. He can throw out the Constitution. He can say, I'm dictator for life. Dictator for one day means he can dictate that I'm a president for life. And a lot
Yes,
of
that
people
did.
don't understand that. A lot of people don't understand that 45, when he said that if he does not win, it's going to be a bloodbath, when he was giving a speech in I think Ohio last week. He said that if he is not elected, it's really going to be a bloodbath. And then they tried to say it was hyperbole, talking about the auto industry. But what they did not tell you, that he went on to say, if when I'm elected, there will be no more elections. No more
Wait a minute.
elections.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Woo child. Woo child. I never said that everybody. I never said that I think every Republican is a racist. But let me tell you this: I think Donald Trump is a racist. I think Donald Trump is an idiot, and he's dangerous. So therefore, I'm not going to vote for him. And I pray to God that he's not put back in office.
As do I. Because this, like he said, that if he's elected, there will be no more elections. So what does that mean to you?
He wants to be a
UNC girl?
dictator.
Yeah.
I agree.
With Google being at their palms, no excuse not to know these things about Biden. Who said they did? Who said we did not know these things about Biden? Who is they? Who exactly? Who is these they? You talked about the crime bill in being the answer to a question about turning back a conversation that we had, that they hope Trump get elected to turn back the things that Joe Biden did in his presidency. And you brought up the crime bill as an answer. The crime bill was written by Joe Biden and passed by the House and Senate in 1994. So it was a disjointed argument. Your argument did not fit the conversation, and I said so. And why? So if I'm telling you the crime bill was written by Joe Biden in 1994, what the fuck do I need Google for? Okay, go ahead. UNC girl, what's going on?
Nothing. I was just coming in. I see that I am a little late and the conversation has changed, but I am here. Carry on so I can chime in. Spam had a question, and I think I saw it in the chat, but girl, it was a couple minutes ago.
Okay, let me go up to spam. Ronnie Q, can you read my question? Uh, okay, let me go back. Let me go back. Ronnie Hugh and Miss Toby, I got a question for y'all. Do you think integration was the worst for Black people? I think integration was bad for Black people. I definitely agree. I
Mhm.
think that it was bad for Black people. Black people started spending their money outside of their own communities, their community, and no money was put back into their Black community. So the money was taken out of the Black community, and that's when the Black communities start to suffer and go into disrepair and squalor. And then you have the gentrification of Black communities because the Black dollar didn't depreciate, the Black spending power didn't depreciate, but it was not reinvested into the community of the people who spent said dollars. So I think it was a. That's my point. Miss Toby and UNC girl, would you like to talk on that?
I agree. I do think that it was the worst thing ever because especially with certain things like us getting our hair done, okay? Like we do the most with our hair, and if you go to like a black owned beauty shop, there is like an increase in price, but that's because they aren't getting it at like the wholesale value or price that other companies like the agents can do, right? Like it's a completely different price market. So yeah, it is a little bit higher and I hate it. But it's like you still have to support the black businesses. I much rather go to the black owned fish market than go to the other man. I mean, I'm getting the same shit, even though black people never have catfish. I don't understand. But it's still like you should still support them. But they make it very hard.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword. I think that it did hurt the community because we had a lot of black owned businesses. We had a lot of black homeowners. We were very supportive amongst each other. It was a community. And then after that, some black people they moved out of the community and they moved in the white suburbs thinking that everything was gonna be better for them.
The
Hmm.
Yeah.
white man's thinking the white man's water is colder, and don't give back to their own community. Just they walk away, and walking away means away, and don't reinvest in their own communities at all or their own people. People can say, well, why you expect them to build this and that and the other. Well, okay, if you don't want to invest in the community, you can't invest in the people because you have everybody wants to act like our children, our young people are just a bunch of dummies and a bunch of hoodlums and everything, when you have many people who you can get them at early ages, even at their teenage years or whatever, who you can put something into, who you can dedicate some better education, some better learning, some better resources for them to be able to learn and compete and to go to colleges and things like that. You can donate some money for them to go to college. All this type of stuff. I am so sick of hearing about these multi billionaires and what jet they have and who their white friends are and all of this type of stuff. And they never reach back to improve the lives of the people, even from the city that they come from. Will Smith, what do you hear about him doing for? I don't want to get into everybody. Well, why should this one do it? Why should that one do it? Because you should do it. Because you know how hard it was for you to come up 30 years ago. So imagine how much worse it is now. And you never think to give back to your own people. And you don't care that nothing's being done to help your own people, if not from your own hometown.
Right. And I think it was Miss Toby. I think, well, it was one of y'all. Anyways, that mentioned like black people moving to like the white suburbs. One of the things that I've noticed, especially within the last 20 years, with black people moving out of like, the city, they move into like the suburbs and they move to like HOAs. Not it's like they don't understand that the HOA was created to keep your black ass out.
Keep you out.
So they
Hmm.
move
Hmm.
in and wonder why they are getting violations and fines and saying like, oh, I feel like this is racial. It is stupid. Why did you move up behind those gates thinking that you would be one of the elite and they don't want you there? Get your black ass out.
Right. Remember what happened to what his name who was married to Evelyn Lozada? Chad Ocho Cinco. He was going to his mailbox, and this chick no, he was driving to his mailbox, and this chick yelled at him to stop speeding or something, or he ran a stop sign or something, and he got out, and they had little words, and then they called the cops, and when the cops got there, all of a sudden, here come the tears, and she's so shaken, and he was speeding, and he has all these violations, and he like, he shouldn't be here. He shouldn't be here conversation. He has all these violations. She was from the HOA board. And then what happened? Nothing happened. But he sued that bitch. That's what happened. So you got to do this to live where you paying for your home. I don't want to.
Hood Therapy said there's a white man streaming your live. Hood Therapy, is it the white man that was on that live the other day with the beard and he looked real dirty?
He tried to come back here and I banned him. What's the name of the channel? So
he's a weirdo.
Channel Hood Therapy. Yeah. Can you come in the back, Hood Therapy, and drop the link? I didn't even pay attention to his name or anything like that because I just banned him. He actually showed his live face, and I just banned him from the back chat. I thank you, Hood Therapy. Yeah, I need his link. I want his link. But yeah, so yeah, I didn't even mention it. I just banned him from the studio. I don't have nothing to say. No new friends. Speaking of new friends, okay. Thank you, Hood Therapy. I appreciate it. Now, speaking of new friends, Miss Toby, what are you trying to learn the storyline of these people?
Of who? Code and them?
Yeah.
No, I could care less.
And me as well. So, yeah, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to know about the new friends.
No, I could care less about them. They're a bunch of weirdos to me.
Yeah, it's crazy. So,
Ronnie,
do you think that they are actually up to no good as well?
Yes.
Miss Toby?
They're up to something.
What about you, UNC girl?
Yeah, I do. It's very odd to me, but what is even more odd, Ronnie Q, did you look at the back chat?
Yes, I did. Okay. Yeah.
What is even more odd to me is how thirsty these people are for attention and cash apps and super chats and shit is rather ridiculous, in my opinion, because something just seems off. And I'm pretty sure that there's a whole lot of people in the bushes and people don't drop down, but I'd be damn if you're gonna sit up over here and I'm going to go over to your shit and like drag, people that I've been watching or interacting with for years, so then they can get their numbers and shit. Like, that's dumb to me. Why would you perform for them? I couldn't do it.
Yeah, or why would you go? Why would you go? I mean, granted, we do a lot of fuck shit here too, but why would you go in another person's chat and tell everybody's information in the B sucker?
Right.
Exactly.
And I'm talking to you, Tracy, and I'm talking to you too, Darvin. Yeah. Why would y'all do that shit?
I mean,
well, I hope that neither one of them are over here, especially Diving. I have been done with her, for a long time. And then I was surprised one time I was reading my comments, and I always try to comment to people who comment to me. And she was in my comment section, and I was like, why does she think I care about her? She called herself telling Duchess Kelly love on me because I told her no curse words, and I'm not gonna be paying if I have to deal with her. And then And then she went over there and told Tracy something. She said X, Y, and Z. And then Tracy, that's when me and Tracy fell out. Like, I'm not saying that I am so mad that me and Tracy fell out. I am just at the simple fact that she lied to make it happen. And then Tracy, I got proof that you said this. I got proof. And then when she put up her said proof, it was nothing of what she said that I said. And what I actually said was something totally different than what she was told. And now she's over here making comments. And I was just like, people think that they can do any type of thing to you, tell lies on you, and then you're supposed to be okay with it. Like, bitch, if you don't get the fuck off my page. But yeah, I don't get it. I do not get it. She has been that way for a long time.
I don't know. I just think the whole thing is just weird.
Yeah, it's just a lot. And you know, I think that the simple fact that the people who are being fucked with the most are people that has absolutely nothing to do with any of this. Like, so why is everybody else? And then I'm looking in ODS's chat today, and here go Pizarro talking about she is tired of this and she is tired of that, and she's going to go make new friends. Well, that's why we in the whole predicament that we are in the first place. She wanted to go make new friends. I'm sick of y'all. I'm going to go make me some new friends. But then when it comes time to fucking deal with the hand that you dealt yourself, then you want other people to fucking stand in front of the gun, and I'm going to make conspiracy lies and all this. Like I'm not into any of this. I'm just not really into none of this bullshit that is going on in this sector.
No, it's way too much. And no, swore girl, she will never show herself, but she talks the biggest shit. Ew, Ron, can you put that name down? Like, nobody want to promote that bitch, that weird fucker. But and that's another thing, like letting people like that up on your damn live and stuff, and asking them questions, and you got people wanting to throw their panties at them and stuff. Like, at what point do you think like, hey, maybe I should like have a little bit of caution here? Maybe I should just relax and see where this goes. No, they jump in head first, and then be wondering why they're being called all kind of fat dumbasses in a couple of weeks. Like oof, girl,
Yeah, exactly.
it's a mess.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I was never for the quote unquote merge or whatever. I never liked it in the first place.
Yeah, and I wasn't for it either. And then what did you think? Like, the same people. I was like really surprised when Queen 88, whose panel did she hop on? And it's like she just started arguing with them. And I was like, this person ain't even on that type of shit. You better not say anything about Mo 3. And nobody had said anything about Mo 3. And she was like going in, banging on this person. And the person had not said anything about Mo 3 at all. And but then when she went at Pizarro said absolutely nothing, and has had her on that dance competition even after she went in on Pizarro, and then she has gone on Pizarro again. But see, wasn't she a mod for Pizarro? But Pizarro has absolutely nothing to give to say about that. But they have more to say about people in their own sector than they actually do about people who are not in their sector. And then want to go and do conspiracy theory videos and deflect and all this type of stuff. Talk about motherfuckers who in here who are in here playing in your faces. And you were so gullible to act as if they weren't playing in your faces until Henny Wise put the video out of them saying, this is what we're going to do to affect what we want to do. And then, oh, well, I know what they're doing. Well, I'm going to be over there tomorrow. Well, I'm going to be over there tomorrow, promoting them. That's all they do, is promote these motherfucking new people. And well, I'm not gonna say anything. Who's going live next? You're going live next. Who's going live next? And let me promote other motherfuckers who are not in this sector. And let's do our back-to-back shit. You're going live next, ODS. Lady Nika, when you going live? Yeah, you going live next. Who going live next? The fuck out of my face with this dumb shit.
Ooh, child. I agree though. I agree. I didn't like the idea of all these people coming in just because like you never know. I like dealing with the evil I know. Some of these other people, I'm just like,
Hello,
can you hear us?
hello.
Yeah,
No,
I hear you, Miss Toby.
I'm saying hello. I agree. Hello, exactly.
Oh, my
I
bad. I
agree.
thought you were checking your sound. My bad.
No. I'm saying yes. I agree with you.
Yeah, like it's too much for me. These people get down in ways that we do not over here. I do admit sometimes it gets very stupid as far as like the doxing and stuff. But we are not rolling up on each other and like knocking on doors to like fight people and record it. Like that's just too much. I'm too old to be trying to fist fight and hurt myself, you know?
Yeah.
No. Fuck up
Well,
my face.
there's other ways to fight, though. There are other ways to fight.
I'm gonna be at home doing it, okay?
Yeah, but I'm really tired of the motherfucking games. Uh, you know, uh, so, listen, I'm just doing me, and whatever I see, I don't care. People may not like it. I'm gonna talk about it because these are the things that I see, and I have a low tolerance for bullshit right now. I'm trying to do my thing, and that's it, and that's all. If people find it necessary to lump up and group up and all this type of stuff, have at it. Do your thing. Do your do your big one. Do
Spam,
your
shut
big one. But
up,
I'm just saying what
Spam.
I see.
I'm a foreigner because I'm from B-more. Spam,
how how
hush.
how does anti-LGBTQIA people wanting to come to the B sector? Well, it seems like there quite a few of them are gay themselves. As you know, that is the biggest conversation that I hear going on about them. And surely all they want to do is talk about other men. So that is the biggest conversation I hear about these people who are coming into this sector.
I
I
don't
ain't gonna
know.
lie, this part was funny.
I don't know. Like that cold person, he just comes across to me like he's arrogant and that he really thinks that he's more intelligent than people that's in the sector, and we're just dumb ass motherfuckers over here. Like when I was in his chat and I'm looking, I said he actually made heavy hitters in the sector his fucking mods. I'm like, what the fuck is going on over here? And people all in the chat telling all our business and everything. I said,
Mhm.
what the hell?
But not, but wait a minute. See, that's the judge. See, he may be smarter than some people, but other people see it. So you're insulted that he make heavy hitter people in the chat his mods.
No,
But what does it say?
No,
But
I'm
what
just
does
thinking
it
that he
say?
really thinks that people are stupid. Like I can't see the motherfucking play, and then he gonna say, "Well, no, I didn't do that. It's not really a play." That's what he said to me on Lady Nika's live. So I told him, "You telling me that right now is actuality, probably a motherfucking play.
But
Don't
what
play
does it
me."
say? What does it say about the heavy hitters that accept the mod fit stick from him? See, that's the judge of it. So they are stupid. They are stupid. And he's been told how to get in, and they accepting they bending the knee to this motherfucker. That's what
Mhm.
it says. That's exactly what it
No,
says.
I don't care for none of them. You talking about binary and Shakim or whatever his name is? Okay,
But they all see the play, but they bending the knee to this person because they don't see the play. That just tells you they don't see the play. And then you get this one person who's cash apping you for $500. Well, how come I'm not cash apping you, he's super chatting you $500 so everybody can see it. He don't give give a fuck what you get, because he know
Exactly.
you gonna be happy with whatever you get. So if you gave a fuck about the person $500 worth, you would have cashed apped it. But see, you want to be seen. So hey, if they like it, I love it. I mean, common sense ain't so common. I would have told that motherfucker, no, take that back and cash out me. Thank you, but I prefer no, whatever.
All
You
money ain't good
motherfucker,
money.
you know
All
what I'm
money
saying?
ain't good
All
money.
money ain't good money. You're right. But I will take cash apps. I do take cash apps as well. $ Ronnie Q if you like the content, or if you don't like the content, tell me about it in the cash app. But yeah, these motherfuckers just it's just like they don't whatever. They don't have to. They don't have to
So
see the
bad,
play.
so bad. I need to go back and watch y'all live because I fell asleep last night, and I was so glad that y'all went live. But then I fell asleep, so I need to go back and watch it.
Girl, that live was a mess.
Was
It
it?
was
It was a
a
mess.
mess. No, it was fun. It was fun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Running Q came up there with us. We had Light Bright and like Body
Oh,
came
Light
up and
Bright came up
part.
there.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Oh, I haven't hit y'all link in a while because I've been trying to retire as a panel hoe.
Oh girl. Bye. Anyway.
Well,
I'm
I thank you. I thank you for coming up, Miss Toby, because you know, yeah, I thank you for coming up. I dropped my link. But who comes up, and I greatly appreciate you for being here. Uh, you know, um
Well, yeah, I'll be a panel hoe for you.
No, yeah, I'm not requesting you to be a panel. I'm just
No,
saying it's
no,
always
it's
good to have
sincere.
conversation with you. But
I definitely be a panel hoe for you, and of course, Yaya, and yeah, bad weaving them too when I feel like jumping on the panel.
Well, I just want to say that I am happy because I had to rip and run when Ronnie Q first started her live. So as soon as I was like, I heard like Miss Toby on the link, I was like, cool. I know Ronnie Q gonna be on longer by the time I get back home. So I appreciate
Wait a
that. So I
minute,
was like,
who
live.
was starting the King Roman news spam?
when King Roman News did a show the other day, was that yesterday or day before yesterday? Uh, uh
I think
he
he
was
went
getting
Friday.
cash ups where they were like talking big stuff to him in the
Oh
cash app.
Lord, oh
You
Lord.
don't remember that live? Yeah.
Oh no,
They
I
were
wasn't
paying.
there. I wasn't at
Oh,
that live.
you need to red ball that live. It was good until the end. These bird brains totally threw off the momentum of everything that he did, but it was good up until the end. And it's like, what happened? What happened to the show? But yeah, he's said a few words.
Okay, yeah, I need to because I caught like that part towards the end that you're talking about, Ronnie Q. But yeah, I need to go
Uh-huh.
and like watch the
Oh,
full.
oh,
Full.
Spam said that live was good. Yeah, Yaya told me that live was good too. She was like, "Girl, that was a good live." I said, "Oh, I didn't even see that live."
Okay.
So I'll go see it. Oh, Linda B
Yeah.
said, "Yeah, he didn't need anyone on the panel."
No, he didn't need anyone on the panel. It was going along good. He had his response that he wanted to say, and yeah, and then it just kind of took a left turn. Anytime that you allow that dragons chick on the panel,
Oh
it's a
God.
Oh
no
my
go for me.
God! Oh my God! He let her on the panel.
Yes,
Oh,
See,
girl.
man, see, if I was in there, I probably would have hit the link and said, "Can you just drop her, please? She's annoying."
Oh my God. And half of the time she want to feel, half of the time she want to be crying, and then she sound like she crying, and just repeat. I know I got to catch myself because I repeat myself sometimes as well. Ain't as
But
bad
no,
as they
she
look.
repeats herself.
But
She
I
repeats
goddamn
herself. She
Dave
look.
Wilson ain't bad as dragons. Oh my god! And she just holds up the channel. They give her a chance to, and she will keep repeating, keep talking, keep repeating. She never ends. And then they finally have to, okay, let somebody else talk. As soon as somebody else starts talking, she starts talking. Oh, what is this with the talking over people? What is this with the I can't contain my thought, so I must speak while you're speaking type of thing? I don't understand. I don't get this at this point.
Yeah,
Anybody?
Linda B. I don't know. Linda B. I haven't really. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I really haven't been in King Rome News lives lately, but I ain't gonna get into all that. But I haven't really been
Well,
there, so I need to watch that live.
well, how come you ain't been? Well, you don't want to get into that. You don't have to. I was just curious. I was just nosy.
I am nosy too. I was just like, whoa, what's going on? Okay. Dragons is I can't stand that bitch. I didn't like her when she had the moving fucking avatar. I don't like her now. And a lot of times, unless I'm at work and she's on somebody's panel, like I just leave the fucking shit. I'm just like, no, she's too much.
She's annoying because she's always like, yeah, and we. I'm like, who the hell is we?
Mm.
And
Hmm.
we and a beef sucker and a beef sucker. I'm like, do people? I don't even. She gives me a headache. She makes my ass itch.
Yeah. Whatever the hell she's taking, I wish
Oh,
that they would
nothing.
add more
Nothing.
fentanyl
I'm
to it.
saying nothing ain't happened. I just haven't been places. I just been chilling. If you haven't noticed, I really haven't been places really. But I don't know. She's annoying though. She
Her
was
and
gone
Brooke.
for a while. Why did she come back?
I don't know.
Yeah, and why all of these people are claiming beef sector now, and I like the whole thing with those weirdo guys who coming over there. We at the beef sector, like motherfucker, we don't even know you. How is we, over here in the beef sector, over here in the beef sector, like who the fuck are you? Like, oh my god, it is just too much. It is just too much. I get why Sean Bradley had the saying no new friends. And it's just too easy now. I'm an individual. That's it.
What?
That's all. I am an individual.
I'm gonna type something in the bag.
No, that makes sense because for a lot of times they'll sit up over here and be like, well, we need new people to fight with and we need this and all that. But then they'll still go to like other platforms and argue about the same shit from 2018. So why can't we just keep it on and who gives a damn? It's always something. Every time there's one of the damn challenges, there's always some shit. So it's like it keeps
Read
going.
read the back chat, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah. Why can't what did you say again? What did you
Read the
say?
back chat. Read the
No, no,
back
no.
chat.
I'm talking to UNC girl. What did you say
Oh,
again?
about how they were saying how they want like new people to beef with, but then they'll still go to like other panels and talk about the same shit from like 2018. And I'm just like, why can't they keep that going? Because whenever there's like a challenge, there's always going to be like an argument after that. Girl, bye.
Exactly.
You see this fuck
Exactly.
shit? Anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, but let it do what it do. We'll see what happens. Um, they want to continue to invite these people in. Oh well, let them
Hmm.
do it.
What do you say hmm, about you know, I don't want to put it in the back chat. Like, what do you say about like Pizarro's title?
Um, Whatever. It'll go back to the same. It'll go back to the same. In 24 to 48 hours.
Right. So it's like, why even do that? And you're just gonna run around and be like, I like her. That's my friend. You can like whoever you want. I really don't care. But if we know that there's like a damn illness there, why are you encouraging it? Like I do blame them for keeping that fuck shit up because
But
I
my
wouldn't
que-
know
but
his friend.
but
Sorry.
I'm sorry. But my question is off offline and well, this is reality too, because because people bring shit to reality offline. But I'm just saying, offline, would they really be friends with her? Is she the type of person you really would be friends with?
I
No, 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 Miss Toby. I look in the back chat. I need you to get that uh delivered in a sensitive manner. I'm very confused by this. Okay, so yeah, I don't think that these people would be friends in real life. I really think that it's and that's why it's so like insufferable to actually push this person and this non-content idiotic content on the subscribers, and then to sit up and gloat about how much the subscribers do to you, and this is the best that you have to offer your subscribers. But it seems like the subscribers are all in on that, but I don't know.
Yep, I agree because it's like you do all this and you want to cuss and scream in your damn car just to turn around and girl, I just like that type of shit bothers me. You asked if they would really be her friend. I do think a couple of them would really be her friend because I think they live very similarly to her. So I think that that's why one of them for sure keeps her around. The other one is more so like to make her feel better about herself. Because anybody that can sit up over here and say that Demetra is almost as big as them, and we are like hundreds of pounds apart, I mean, goddamn. Like, look, can we just stop lying for a minute? Can we just stop?
I guess we can't. I guess we can't. And everybody knows it's just a lot. It's just a lot of you know putting on airs, and it's a whole lot of supporting things that should not be supported in as black women, as the black community. I mean, there's a thing as soft love, there's a thing as tough love, and there's a thing of not buying into something, not closing a blind eye to things that are really going on.
Right, right. Well,
Read the back chat.
Okay, here comes Nikki. Nikki has something to say. Okay.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear
No,
you.
no. I'm going to
What's going
type
on,
something to
Nikki?
you. Hi, everyone. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude. I just wanted to
Ronnie,
type something.
I'm sorry, Nikki. Ronnie, can you read the back chat when you get a chance? Go ahead. Hey, Nikki. Go ahead, girl.
Hey, boo. I wanted to send you a message in the back chat. I'm sorry. Do you guys continue?
Oh, okay.
yeah. So, I mean, footsteps. Look, sometimes I be listening to shit because I have to be in the mood, right, to like actually listen to the shit. And sometimes when that person be saying some of the most ridiculous statements, I have to stop and look. 'Cause I'm just like, are you serious? And nobody, because you can't say like, girl, stop. You can't do that in the chat because then she'll start squealing and wailing and all kind of bullshit, right? Block them out my chat. But I just like, you can't be serious right now. Oh, they be serious.
Yeah, it is what it is. I'm just really tired. I'm really tired of pretending like a thing is not a thing. And like I said, it's like uh, whatever. You know, people do, people go, and people gonna be whatever they want to be. So whatever.
And one more thing. This is something separate I've been wanting to get at you about, but I couldn't. Uh, I think you would be good at this. And then I'm going to leave. I don't want to disrupt, but I think you would be good at this story because you're into like the political stuff. And
I'm listening. Yeah.
Well, no, I wrote it because I don't want to disrupt what you guys are saying. I'm sorry. The Dalton mayor in Illinois. Check out that story.
Uh-huh. I Tell me a little bit more about her. I hear, is it true that she is under? Has she been doing the things that she's been accused of? Is my question.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I heard a little bit about that. Thank you for sharing that.
Yes, I think
But
you would be good at it.
yeah. Yeah, I think I will, go into that because she's in Illinois, right?
Yes.
That's in Illinois, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll definitely check into that in reporting that.
Okay, that's it. I don't want to disrupt the show because I know the chat like hates when people do that. But you were live, and I had to catch you here. All right. Happy Sunday, everyone. Enjoy. I will be back in the chat.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Bye, Nikki.
Bye bye.
Mr. Williams, what you mean by struck down? Was it struck down or was it terminated? It was just struck down for a couple days, for like a week.
Whose channel?
Demetrius.
Uh oh, I don't know.
What?
He said, what do you think about Demetrius' channel being struck down just for commentary?
She lost her main channel?
What, I'm trying to get a clarification. Was it terminated or was it just struck down for like, what is it, 7 days?
No,
Is
I
it?
don't
Is
see
that
it.
how? No, it's gone, they said.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. What the fuck? That's weird. That's weird that these people that have had channels for years are like now just disappearing. I don't know if I have an old link to see what it will say happened to the channel.
Footstep said it was terminated.
Wow. I didn't even know it was terminated. And you can you can only get that reply if you sign up on your phone. I mean, if you go into YouTube on your phone, that's the only way you can see if it was terminated, if it was taken down. That I can't get it when I'm on my computer. I'm like, how come I can't figure out, why their channel is no longer here? But you
Monica,
see when you go in on your phone.
you need to get a backup channel.
Yeah.
Do you have a backup channel?
No, I don't have a backup channel.
You
I
need
was
to make
telling
a
Vera, I was
yeah. You need
telling
to make a
somebody.
backup. Yeah, please do that, please.
I don't know if the video was taken down by YouTube because I just clicked on a video she did on the 17th of January this year on her main channel, and it just says the video's on private.
But her channel is still up.
So maybe she just hit the channel.
Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, that's different than that's different than it being taken down.
Mm-hmm.
So if I see her around, I'm definitely gonna ask her.
Yeah, because that is what that link says to me when I'm looking. But yeah, so
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I still think people should have a backup channel, though.
yeah, they should, especially if they are like serious about this and with the way people want to hit folks' channels and shit.
Yeah, and it only makes sense. But uh, yeah, I don't know. Now, okay, so there's a couple of more things that I wanted to talk about. What do you think about the Chicago chief of police lying to reporters, saying that of the murders in 2024, that out of 30 something murders, like 24, 25 of them have already been closed, and then come to find out that he was taking numbers from cases that had closed this year, that had happened last year, and trying to represent them as closed cases, and also leaving out the caveat that just because a case is closed down by the Chicago PD, it does not even mean that they have arrested a suspect or that a suspect has been charged. Not only did he leave that out, like a lot of the cases, ain't nobody arrested or charged, but most of these cases happened last year. But he tried to act like the murders that happened in 2024, they have been solved. Most of them. 24 out of 30. What do you think about that? Black guy.
No, I don't believe that it's already been solved because it's only March.
No, it is a fact. It is a fact that they have no. It's only March, but why even come out with that lie that these cases have been solved, only to have to come back out and admit that you're lying? He had to come back out and say, "Oh well, I made a mistake and I didn't want."
He still has the job.
But that's exactly.
He still has
He
the
still has
job.
the job. Yeah.
He should be
Yes, he still
fired.
has the job. Yeah. So
He should be fired.
yeah. Sure did. Now, what do you guys have to say about the Supreme Court is now going to hear arguments that says that the president has absolute power, absolute presidential powers. So they will be hearing that.
So in other words, the Trump Supreme Court is trying to justify if that man gets back in office.
And what he can do if he gets back in office, and trying to say that
the Trump Supreme Court,
and they're trying to get around the fact that he has taken all of those nuclear secret out of the White House and says that those are his personal records. So that's what it's all about. Saying, yeah, that's what it's all about.
Wait a minute. You're justifying him taking classified documents and saying that it's his personal records, but yet they got on Hillary ass, and that's one reason why she wasn't elected, because of what. Let me shut the fuck up. I'm pissed now.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly the argument. They're arguing.
Let me shut up. I can't believe this shit. This shit is crazy.
And that is why they are arguing it, because he is set to go. Well, no, he's not set to go to trial on them, because that dingbat judge, Eileen Cannon, who has been doing everything that she can in Palm Beach, Florida, to stall this case, has said that first of all, the prosecutors must write a letter, write a set of questions to the jurors to ask the potential jurors to tell them whether this was a presidential act or if this was an act of treason. It is not the jurors' position to determine what the law states. It is the judge's position to tell the jurors what the law is, and based upon the law, is he innocent or guilty? So if I ask you to decide on this case, Miss Toby, you don't know the law of this case. You guys going to decide on your whimsy feelings about this case. But this is the now they're trying to get her disqualified, because she's already had two of her stall tactics that she bidded in his favors overturned by the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals in Florida. So now they have this thing that they consider to be a lemon law with Florida judges, that if they do 3 missteps in a trial, that they will be taken off the case. So now they're saying that this is her 3rd strike, and hopefully they'll be able to get her taken off of the case about these illegal documents. And then they will be, she has not even set a trial date. They said that there's no reason for her to not have set a trial date, but instead she's giving them things that is unheard of to do, to write up a set of questions that you would ask potential jurors, and how to help them to decide whether if what he did was an act of treason or if it's within his presidential powers. Insane.
Oh Lord Jesus.
What do you guys think about that?
This is unbelievable.
Yeah, so that's what's going on.
This is unbelievable. And people don't realize it. If this man get in office, he's actually going to try to make the United States a dictatorship. And I don't understand why people can't see this. This man is crazy.
And he's been assisted by the Supreme Court all the way along. This judge Eileen Cannon, all the way along. All these stall tactics. It's just disgusting. It really is disgusting. So
And
I
then you
don't know
got
where
and
Wu
then
Chow
you got
is.
then you got black folks saying, I ain't voting. You fucking dumbass idiots.
Yeah, and then you got people, like Wu Chow. What was her name? That Wu person who was in here,
Oh, she's
saying,
still
you know,
here. She had a question.
Wu,
She had a
Wu.
question for you.
What do you have to say about that, Wu? I don't see her.
Footsteps in the Dark has a question for you too, Ronnie Q, if you don't
Oh,
see it.
footsteps. Okay, I
Footsteps in
thought
the
you meant
Dark has a
Wu.
question for you.
Okay, Ronnie Q, how do you feel about Sotomayor not stepping down? It's being reported that she travels with a medical team and her health is being questioned. I feel fine about her not stepping down. I feel the same way about her not stepping down as Clarence Thomas not recusing himself from hearing motions that are set before the Supreme Court by people who he takes lavish vacations for, and people who allegedly paid for his cousin's son to go to private school and to colleges. I feel the same way. If she has health issues and if she's traveling with a team of health professionals, then hey, if she couldn't travel, if she was that bad off, they wouldn't even allow her to travel. So there's that. Fuck it.
Well, I want
That's
her to
how.
hold on. I want her to hold on as long as she can, because God forbid that man get back in office.
Mm-hmm.
So
And appoint and
I
appoint more.
need her to hang on.
Now you notice that they were dog set against Biden expanding the members of the number of people on the Supreme Court, but I
Mm-hmm.
can see that be one of the first thing that Trump does, and then super PACs the court with his crazy, because they're gonna green light anybody he support to the Supreme Court right through. So I can imagine, like, it's 9 justices now. I can imagine him taking it up to 15 or 20 and pack it with super conservative court people, and there'll be no backlash or anything about that to ensure their agenda. That's just what I feel.
Why are you voting for Trump? I'm just asking. I want to know why. Why are you voting for him? For what reasons? What policies do you support? Child.
Yeah, I'm interested in that answer, T Latte. And see, that like talent. I can't believe I'm quoting him. He was like saying that, with a lot of this disinformation uh, campaign that is going on around here, a lot of the stuff is like, the lesser of two evils. So therefore, I should vote for Donald Trump over Biden. But I always was told that you should vote your interest. But let me see. Um, I always heard that you should support your interests, even though a lot of time your interests are not fulfilled. Black people need to ask for tangibles. I agree when voting, not just the vote because someone else is a racist on the Republican side. We being when we've been dealing with racism from both parties for years, tangibles or no vote. Okay, I agree with you. So, okay, we have always been getting the short end of the stick. We should definitely demand tangibles. Look how quickly they passed that no Asian hate law into effect. But Black people have been in their own country been being discriminated against by these Asians. So and there's no repercussion for us. So I definitely agree with that. But
Uh, Want to
Should
see
they only
T Latte
should
answered your question, child.
should they only ask for tangibles from the Democrat Party? Donald Trump permanently funded the HBCUs. That's not true. That is not true. And a lot of HBCUs are still underfunded. A lot of people
Well, very
feel
much
that
so.
a lot
Very
of
much
people
so.
feel a lot of people feel that he permanently funded it because he said it. If you look into it, that is categorically not true. He made it that they don't have to come back to the White House and request it every year. That's what he did. But requesting funding and getting funding uh, sent to you permanently is something that he did not do. Okay, so there's that tea latte. That's a talking point that sounds really, really good. Okay, we give our votes away to Democrat for free. Others actually demand tangible. I definitely agree. They don't vote out of emotion or fear like we do. That's just a fact. I agree. So, with you not voting Democrat, what tangibles have you asked from the Republican Party, and what tangibles have the Republican Party given you? Okay, so I'm interested in that. Are you a 1%er? Because if you're a 1%er, I don't even need to know what tangibles you've gotten from the Republican parties. But
Mhm.
can you give me the tangibles that you've asked for and gotten with your vote in the Republican Party or Wu Chow? I'm interested in that.
And
This
please
is
don't say
why
when he was in office, I got my stimulus check. I don't give a fuck about no damn stimulus check.
well, if he was doing a good job in office, you wouldn't need a stimulus check
But you
because
know
he
how,
wouldn't have been.
but you know how some folks were. I got a check when he was in office. I'm gonna vote for him. You know how some people are. I'll call them niggas.
If you were, if you wouldn't have needed a stimulus check if he would have taken the pandemic seriously, and you were at home getting these little Peasley handouts that it was far cry from what you could have made out in the workforce. Okay, you wouldn't have had these children who are still 30% behind in their reading and math skills being homeschooled during the pandemic, and your children falling behind in their education had Trump had taken it seriously and got on top of it so the whole United States was not closed down during the pandemic.
What did he say? Oh, it's gonna be over with because the pandemic happened March 2020, and he said, oh, it's
It'll
only
be
gonna
over with
last.
by the spring.
Yeah, it'll
It'll
be
be
over
over.
with by the spring. You guys don't have to
Mhm.
worry while we watching TV and see trucks outside of New York City. They have to put bodies in trucks and shit. I don't care what nobody say. I blame that man for people that died in the United States. I blame him. Who
Okay, Wu
murdered those
Child, I
people?
vote for anyone. I vote for anyone that has my best interest that can be a Democrat, Republican, in between. But what if you have no specific agenda for the black community? Why vote anyone in? Put people but people have free will. But you did not answer my question. See, what you did was you shifted. I asked you, what have the Republicans done? See, you're talking about Democrats. You were talking about Democrats did not take the black vote seriously, and black people should have tangibles if they were going to vote for the Democrats. So again, my question is, what tangibles have the Republicans presented black people? Since you want to say that the Democrats offered no tangibles, yeah, it was real tangible to get that student loan debt relief. It was real
Praise God.
tangible. It was real tangible to get those marijuana charges dropped down and off of people's record, and people come out of jail who were languishing in prison for non-violent marijuana offenses. That's real tangible. So, what tangible things have you asked for the Republican Party? It's still my question. Okay, we have illegal immigrants just swarming onto this country. Non-citizens be given tangibles that they didn't earn. This is an example of voting on others' behalf, but not our own. Okay, so you have heard me speak extensively. If you maybe you haven't. I definitely agree with that sentiment. So why are you telling me something that I've already stated? But you still have not answered what tangibles have you asked for and gotten as voting for the Republican Party. I'm not doing anything out of fear of the boogeyman anymore. No one asks you anything about fear of the boogeyman. We're talking about tangibles here that you're saying that the Democrat Party does not offer. So I'm asking you, what tangibles are you getting from the Republican Party? Okay. I think folks really missing what type of bills are being passed. Republican Party are stripping our rights, Black people and women's rights. Y'all in the chat saying that he is the savior. Thank you very much, Spam. Thank you. And while the Dems do take the Black vote for granted, the Republican leadership don't care at all. They would rather Black people not vote at all. Exactly. If the Black vote didn't mean anything, why are they steadily trying to take? Why has the Voting Rights Act been stripped down? Been stripped down? Why is that? Because your vote is important. So if you okay, you can vote how you want to. You can continue to let me see. Okay, the Democratic Party has failed us. We are outpacing white people economically we were outpacing white people before the Dems pushed welfare on us. Okay, T latte. So, okay. So, what has the Republican Party done for you, though? That's my question. I'm appalled. I am too, Sam. Because all of this is a bunch of talking points that is ensuring that Trump, who has already told you that he wants to be a dictator, who is already under fire for all the illegal things that he has done allegedly while in office in his past administration. This is the same man who by tomorrow has to come up with over $480 something million to secure a bond to appeal a prosecution that he has already been found liable for, to have to pay back to New York City, who has not been able to procure this $480 something million by any bank, any funds. Since he says he's a billionaire, he has not been able to procure it from any friends, any business dealings, and who has not said that he will not accept this money from a foreign adversary. The same person who has nuclear codes, top secret information that he is also on trial for. He has not said that he will not take money from a foreign adversary to save him not having to put up his properties, which he holds so near and dear to his heart, with his name on the top of them. He has not said, I won't take money from foreign governments, foreign adversaries to procure this $485 million I need by tomorrow. And I have nuclear secrets that I'm also being tried for, but the judge is so in my pocket she ain't set a day for that trial. So which one is the lesser evil here? I'm waiting.
Yeah, he's basically saying I would do business with our enemies if it's going to benefit me. That's what he's basically saying. And saying, yeah, that's what he's saying. He's basically saying, fuck the American folks. If I could get out of a situation, I'm going to do business with people that we consider our enemies.
What do you mean we got Juneteenth? We been had Juneteenth. Biden ain't got shit to do with Juneteenth.
Wait a minute. And she also said that black women were the most successful entrepreneurs during the pandemic. I'm gonna tell you something, T Latte. I don't give a fuck because we lost people. We lost people. People died. I don't give a fuck about we were most successful during the pandemic. People died.
They were the most successful before the pandemic as well. So what's your point? So where is the point?
Families were affected about that pandemic. What are you talking about? And truthfully, I think a lot of Americans end up having mental health issues because of it. We were stuck in the house for 3 years. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, and look at the damage that it did to children. Not only that grades have suffered, they have suffered socially. They have suffered being socially awkward, having all these anxieties just by going to school, doing what they are supposed to do. So let's not act like it was all roses and sunshines. While I shot like sardines and parking lots of hospital. And families lost their mothers, fathers, grandparents, children, and all of this stuff. Yeah. So what was so tangible about that other than dirt being, as James said, dirt being thrown in the faces of your loved ones? Was that tangible enough for you? Was that a tangible that meant something to you?
People couldn't visit their loved ones in the hospital that were dying. People died in the hospital all by themselves because the loved ones couldn't even visit them. And let's not even talk about some funerals. Some people didn't even have funerals.
Couldn't even have funerals. I'm sorry. So is that tangible? Is that a good tangible for you? Why has everyone else benefiting from the vote when you vote Democrat? Illegals, LGBTQs, Asians, like y'all know, I'm telling the truth about this stuff. It's whatever. We definitely know you're telling the truth about this stuff, but you have not told me the truth about what tangibles you have gotten from voting from another party. See, I have told you some tangibles, and I have not pulled up all my list of the things that buy. See, because Democrats are always so horrible at messaging the things that they have done. Unemployment is at an all-time low, but it was extremely high under Trump. See, that's a tangible that happened under the Democrat Party. It did not happen under the Trump administration. What's tangible is that Barack Obama signed in the Affordable Care Act that got more people health insurance than under any other administration. See, that's a tangible. So it may not mean anything to you. That may be something that you want to act as if that is not important. What is tangible is that the Democrat Party is trying to ensure that Social Security stays solvent, while the Republican Party wants to dole it away or do away with it, saying that it's insolvable as they give tax breaks to millionaires and billionaires, which could actually sustain Social Security. See, these are tangibles that I'm talking about. So that these policies help my black ass too. These policies, while not exclusively aimed at black people as voters, they help the black voter as well.
Hush. Y'all talking about Obama phones matter. Stop, Bad Weave, where you at, Bad Weave?
She fell off. Okay, let me see. Woo child, you see the game. Black folks have got to stop listening to the same old narrative. Okay, but I still have not. I'm still waiting on these tangibles that the Republican Party has offered your black ass. Okay, even if you hate Trump, he actually was trying to do is not a tangible. Trying to do means you have not done. Okay, even if you hate Trump, he actually was trying to do a lot of things for his supporters, even if it was deplorable. Blacks just vote brainless for Democrats. Okay, so okay, so blacks vote brainless for Democrats who are offering something not to you specifically as a black person, but to you as a human being. So it's better to vote for Trump, who is offering some ridiculous shit to some brainless people. Is that what you're saying? Who want some regressive types of politics put on your black ass? Is that what you're saying? Because you have not told me any tangibles that the Republican Party has offered your black ass, but you want to say what the Democrat Party has not done for your black ass, while you ignoring all the benefits that you have gotten from the Democrat Party, because it wasn't specifically designed for a black ass. Okay,
All right,
so
Ronnie. See, I'm about to go so I could get started and cook my Sunday dinner. But I'm gonna do what you asked me to do. Okay.
what you gonna do? Oh, okay. Yeah, have a
Okay.
great day. I really appreciate you being here. But these people ain't gonna wear me out today.
I know, girl. I know. I said, let me go because I'm getting upset too, girl. I said, let me drop down, honey, and let me start my Sunday dinner because I'm getting upset, girl. But all right, I'm gonna do what you told me to do. I had a good time with you and bad weed. Okay. Have a good day. Have a
I
good
had a
day,
great
Chad.
time with you. All right.
And also, y'all, I'm
Bye-bye.
not mad with y'all. We could agree to disagree. You know, everybody has different viewpoints. Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah, we
Later.
definitely.
All right. Bye bye.
I'm not bad either, you guys. I'm just like, you guys are frustrating me with I want to answer. Sanctuary city. I cannot stand the sanctuary city. Neither does Biden, and nobody has told me yet what Biden has done specifically for the black people who voted him in overwhelmingly, but everybody else benefited. Black people have benefited from his legislation as well. There was no like that Asian bill that went through quickly. I admit that, but he has not. But the policies that he has set forward has not taken America backwards. That's my point. I definitely am not disagreeing with you on everything, but in you saying all of these things about Biden and why you think it's bad to vote for Biden, I would expect you to have the same critique for the Republican Party and tell me some of the tangibles that they have put forward for the black voter, is my point. Thank you, Saint City. Thank you, Linda B. He hasn't undermined the government structure. He hasn't put doubt in the heads of the American people about every facet of government, which makes it easier to what? Which makes it easier to rise up against the government, which makes it easier to have an excuse to declare martial law, which makes it easier to what? Become a dictator, to makes it easier to what? To make the Constitution null and void. He hasn't done any of those things. But who has? Who has? Who has used their office in the presidency for lawless to enrich his son-in-law with money from over and where is Saudi Arabia? Who has done these things? Who has done these things? Okay. Let me see. Tay Latte. The Democrat Party is now the party of the highly educated ivory tower right people. They do not care about you. So who are the Republican Party? Who are the Republican Party? Okay, so since the Democrats, are we supposed to look at Ivy Tower white people bad? So I guess so we supposed to look at the poor white trash who are voting for the Republican as somebody who we are more aligned with. So what aligns us with, since we're not aligned with the Ivy Tower white people, how are we aligned with the poor white trash people? So in the who are overwhelmingly voting Republican. So what say you about that? or the 1%er who are getting all these tax breaks? How are we aligned with them? Can you answer me that? Okay, so okay, so Wu Chow, uh, you're saying a whole lot. I don't know who Wu Chow is. First of all, let me be clear. T Latte, I have seen you in. I'm an independent. I do not vote down one party line or the other. I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. But see, Wu Chow, I don't know who you are. Okay, so with all, I'm not buying into your propaganda at all. You see, because that's a whole lot of this stuff is going on. See, I have asked you a million which ways to Sunday to be specific what the Republican ticket, since you're talking specifically about the Democratic ticket. I have asked you a million which ways to Sunday to say what the Republican ticket has offered the black voters, and you have absolutely no answer. So at this point, I believe that you're one of these people who have been sent out to stir this type of ignorance among voters to act as if they have not benefited from Democrat policies that have been put in action because they are not specifically outlined for the black voter in particular. So therefore, I think that this is just a whole lot of propaganda. And see, that's what people should really be looking out for. See, because a lot of people have a lot of highfalutin talking points, but they cannot nail down on the real topic. So if you have nothing that the Republican ticket has specifically offered black people, since you say the Democrat Party has failed the black voter and the black voter has continually voted for them, and you cannot answer what the Republican has done for the black voter, get the fuck out of my face with that bullshit. That's all I have to say. No disrespect, but see, I spent over like 20 or 30 minutes, and you have not answered this question, and my question still remains. There are a lot of things that I'm conservative about, but I'm not going to cut my motherfucking throat to vote against my interest in somebody who don't even act as if they're interested in me. Somebody who even in their general legislation, it is totally against me. It's totally against my demographic of people, who is totally against my demographic of earnings, of wealth, of not having wealth. I'm not voting for that. Child. So the people who control the money, meaning white people, instead of going giving to black people, they're giving it to illegals. Yes, they are giving a lot of money is going to illegals. Yes, a lot of it is. Yes, they listen, a spam. They are in Chicago. They are giving housing to illegals, housing them. When Chicago has a big homeless population, they're housing them. They're giving them up to $9,000 to pay for housing. And what are they? Why are they giving? They're also giving the money to furnish these houses. Uppity ain't even getting that, and that bitch been on government assistance all their life. And they are also doing this until what? Until they can get a job, which means that they are going to give them work visas. See, that is not a lie. I have been talking about these things for a long time. That is not a lie. So there's that. So don't believe I did not love any politician, but as far as President Trump is by far the best choice for the black community, hands down. I disagree. I definitely disagree. Okay. Shh, 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 shh. My dog is mad at you guys. I'm used to getting attacked, but I don't care anymore. The truth needs to be told, not the same old rhetoric that has kept us in the same position. So what position has the Republican Party offered you? But you guys are pontificating a lot, but you guys have not and I can understand because the Trump campaign has not campaigned on anything but grievances about what happened to him, about having to go on trial for the shit that he did the last time he was president. So his campaign has been nothing but full of grievances. So I don't understand if he's campaigning on grievances from the things that he's being put on trial for breaking the law in his last presidency. Why you can't come up with anything that's tangible? I definitely understand that. See, you can have your feelings. You can. Everybody have their feelings about things, but when you can come up with tangible facts that you're ready to put on the table, then we can discuss things. I understand people people are feeling disheartened in a lot of reasons, for a lot of reasons, about a lot of our government officials not making America what it used to be, because they're so busy stripping it down to take it backwards, is my opinion. Trump is on trial. How is he the better option? He's on trial. He has four trials he's awaiting, and that they're trying to stall and push back until after the election, so they can therefore say, "Oh, you can't put a sitting president. You can't take a sitting president to trial." So that's what it is. Okay, spam. Wow, I see that you only watch what's going on in the beef sector and have no idea what's going on in the world. Yes, resources are being given to, and plenty of resources are given to the illegals. Plenty of resources. Don't assume what I watch, T. Okay, illegals are being put up in hotels while the homeless have no place to live. Out in that is true. Okay, just because I like to watch beef sector doesn't mean that I have to eat BS that you're typing. And so don't turn this into an argument with spam tea latte. I really need you to answer my question, you or Wu Chow. See, because and that's another thing that people have to be on the alert about. See, it's a whole lot of, you remember when Hillary was running against Donald Trump, the big thing was that there was Russian interference in the election, and the interference is propaganda. So we have to be clear and concise that there has been a big movement in propaganda to interfere in this election already. So when you see things, you have to further dissect things. You have to further ask questions. You have to use your mind and just not take in things that are said that sounds right. Even though I agree with T Latte about this money going to the illegal immigrants, there has been put no good reason for me to vote against my interests, which means vote for the Republican parties, because I see no tangibles there for me as well. At least I can say that there are some tangibles in the things that the Democrat Party has done, even though it's not directed to me specifically as a black woman with two breasts and kinky hair, and not at the black woman who has a double mastectomy and a permed hair. My politics are not that specific. You understand? But if I'm helped up overall by the policies that are enacted by the Democrat Party, I'm not voting for a Republican who's offering me nothing. And at this juncture in the conversation, neither T Latte nor Wu Chow has put down anything that the Republican Party is it's offering them specifically. All politics are local. It is very important that you first vote for your local politicians, because everything rolls downhill. And while the presidency may look like it's the up the top of the hill, everything runs locally. Your voice is heard in your local government the most. And that's why certain bills, policies, and things are able to be enacted by your House and your Senate because of what happens on the local level, who you put in place at the local level. So don't believe the hype. Ask some questions. Question this propaganda that is being put out in front of you. And that's all I have. So thank you guys for joining me. I definitely appreciate you guys for being here. Uh, let me see. You see him as a savior. Donald Trump. See, yeah. So, like I say, propaganda is at an all-time high, and like I say, you have seen nothing typed in this chat. While they say that Democrats are not for the black voter, there has nothing been typed in this chat that says what the Republican is specifically offering to the black voter either. But we have benefited from Democrat policies in unemployment, in loan forgiveness, and taking people and wiping people criminal records clear who have been arrested on marijuana charges, and getting them out of jail back to their families and all this type of thing. So while people who steal billions of dollars from the small people, corporations who broach your securities, corporations who makes billions of dollars by stealing $1 a day from your fucking bank account, go unscathed, don't have to spend 50 seconds in jail, while people like who in the Trump the administration who refused to show up for I forget, a House subpoena gets 4 months in a cushy Camp Cupcake jail, while somebody who was selling possibly an ounce of weed or some manageable amount of weed is sitting in jail for 10 and 15 years. Okay, so that's what the Democrat Party has done for some black people. It may not be you. I don't care. You know, why are black people being taken out of their homes, snatched up from their homes for all these different reasons to further sever the black community. So these are some of the things that I'm not saying that I'm supporting any type of criminality, but I'm saying some shit is over criminalized to be detriment to the black family and black society as well. So those are the things that I see that the Democrat Party has done for the black community. While you guys cannot say what the Republican Party is even trying to pretend like they're offering you, they can't say that they're offering you anything, because the only thing they're running on is motherfucking grudges and disgruntlement from what's being done to Donald Trump based upon the things that he has been arraigned for in the last time he was in office. So thank you guys for coming out. Hey, Verbal Assassin, thank you for being here. Girl, I was on my way out. We talking about this politics stuff and people who buy into this propaganda. And I just want you guys to be aware that anybody who's talking about these types of topics, there is going to be a lot of people who are coming in with propaganda to say these things that we already know, but you are going to have to be able to have some type of critical thinking skills when combating these people and buying into this thing. And then you have a lot of Negroes who want to feel like they the unicorn Negro, that they some special Negro, and that they are aligned with things that definitely don't align with their interests, because they're not interested in black people. So there's that. So with that, I am going to wind up. Thank you, UNC girl, Bad Weave. I'm going to wind up right now, and I really appreciate you all for coming out here, and I appreciate the conversation. I appreciate the conversation, and I appreciate you guys for having the conversation with me. Tay Latte, I am definitely this week, Tay Latte. you're more than welcome to come back this week, because today I was not prepared to discuss this conversation, but I handled you quite well because you weren't able to answer my question. But that's beside the point. That was shade. Okay, but I am going to be having an in-depth political conversation, and we're gonna bring our facts to the table at that time. I will pull up the tangibles that the Democrat Party has done that may have, positively affected the lives of the people who voted for them. Okay, so the people who voted for them. So I want you to be at that show, and I want you to bring forth the tangibles that the Republican Party, who you are, and Donald Trump, the tangibles that he is offering the people who vote for him. So we're going to make a date this week. I will set up the live. You will understand that this is the live that we're talking about political things. It will not be an ambiguous title. It will be clear that we're going to be talking about politics in the title. So please join me back here, Tay and Wu Chow, if Wu Chow is still even in here. Hey, Nini, how you doing? Thank you. I vote blue. Thank you for being here, Nini. I missed the live and I didn't get the notification. I want to be here for the live this week. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Six. I appreciate you guys. And if you like the conversation, if you want to support the channel, you can cash out $ Ronnie Q. And I really enjoyed this conversation. And God bless you all. Bye, Shantae. Thank you for being here. All right. I'm out of here. Bye-bye. And I'm not mad. My voice, the inflection of my voice, have people thinking, oh, why is she mad? But I'm not mad. It's just like, that's just how I talk sometimes. But when I'm passionate about some different facts. All right, bye-bye.